The original Backrooms picture is a surreal and eerie image that has become a central element of an internet urban legend. The photograph features a large, seemingly endless room with monochromatic yellowish beige wallpaper, damp and dirty carpeting, and fluorescent lighting that casts an unsettling glow. The room appears empty and devoid of any furniture or decoration, contributing to the feeling of desolation and unease. The lighting creates a harsh, unnatural ambiance, with the ceiling tiles arranged in a grid pattern that extends into the distance, adding to the sense of infinite space. The overall impression is one of abandonment and disorientation, as if the viewer is trapped in a maze-like liminal space that defies conventional understanding. You're now looking at a newly discovered angle of the infamous original Backrooms. This new image offers a fresh, even more disorienting perspective. Firstly, the most striking feature is the series of strange repeating archways and pillars, which makes the space feel even more strange than the original picture. The lighting is still that familiar yellow fluorescent running at maximum hum buzz, casting an eerie, almost clinical glow over everything. This light reveals significant water damage throughout the room. The once possibly monotonous beige carpet now shows dark stains and patches where water has seeped in, creating a sense of decay and neglect to the already creepy environment. In the midst of this unsettling setup, you notice a couple of what appear to be buckets on the moist, damp carpet. Their presence is as if someone was attempting to manage the water damage but gave up long ago. These buckets add a small but poignant touch of intervention in an otherwise seemingly abandoned space. Overall, this new angle of the East Oval Room doesn't just enhance the feeling of unease, but expands on it, showing that the Backrooms are not only endless, but also deteriorating, adding to their nightmarish quality. Imagine descending into a basement that feels disturbingly out of place. The floor is covered with an ugly, furry green patterned carpet, which continues up the stairs, reinforcing the unsettling ambiance. The carpet's texture and color add a strange, almost grotesque quality to the room. The ceiling is composed of white tiles, creating a stark contrast to the dim, eerie feel of the space. Some walls are paneled with yellowed pine, their wooden surfaces appearing aged, contributing to the basement's creepy, off-kilter vibe. A peculiar minibar stands against one wall, crafted from the same yellowed pine. The bar is equipped with shelves and features an old-fashioned telephone attached to it, as if frozen in time. The presence of this outdated fixture adds to the sense that this space is a relic of a bygone era. In the background, a small, odd window is noticeable, covered by a dingy floral curtain. The curtain's pattern and condition suggest a neglected attempt at making the space feel homely, but instead, it heightens the sense of creepiness. The overall atmosphere of the basement is deeply unsettling. The combination of the ugly green carpet, the yellowed wooden walls, the peculiar minibar, and the dingy window creates a setting that feels like the perfect backdrop for a nightmare scenario. It's the kind of place where you might expect to find yourself in a horror movie, tied up, gagged, and helpless, adding to its reputation as a quintessential liminal space. Imagine stepping into a supermarket that feels disturbingly out of place and time. The scene is quite dark, with only a couple of sections lit, casting eerie shadows across the space. The air feels heavy and stale. The shelves are fully stocked, but on closer inspection you notice that everything is fake. Vegetables, milk, meat. It's all artificial, designed to look real but failing to capture the essence of genuine products. Some of the items are even recognizable name brands, adding a bizarre layer of surrealism to the scene, making it clear that this is no ordinary store. The place has a distinctly grubby and out-of-date feel, contributing to the overall sense of unease. Despite the abundance of fake products, there's an absence of life and movement that makes the space feel abandoned and eerie. This peculiar place is actually a refrigeration unit factory, where the fake supermarket is used to test products. The strange combination of a functional purpose with an uncanny imitation of reality creates a quintessential liminal space. It's a place caught between function and facade, evoking a sense of discomfort and disorientation. The overall atmosphere is unsettling, with the dim lighting, fake products, and out-of-date decor creating a space that feels both familiar and alien. It's the kind of place that lingers in your mind, a perfect example of a liminal space that blurs the lines between the real and the unreal. An old-fashioned laundry room that feels like a snapshot from a bygone era, yet imbued with a surreal, dreamlike quality. The room is filled with vintage elements that evoke a sense of nostalgia. An old-fashioned washing machine sits in one corner, its bulky, utilitarian design contrasting with the more modern appliances we see today. The room is warmly lit by soft, incandescent lighting, casting a cozy glow over the classic laundry room fixtures. However, the most striking and surreal feature of this room is the view outside. Through the window and an open door, the outside world is bathed in a strange, almost ethereal orange light. The sky is a vivid, unnatural shade of orange, casting an eerie glow over everything it touches. The wooden flooring outside appears to be drenched in this orange light, making it look like it's glowing from within. Wooden seats and a table outside are also illuminated by this bizarre light, their natural hues distorted into a range of orange tones. The light is so pervasive that it transforms the entire outdoor scene into a surreal, monochromatic landscape. This orange hue seeps into the room, subtly tinting the light that filters through the window and door. The effect is disorienting, making the entire scene feel like something from a dream or a painting, where reality is bent and colors take on a life of their own. The combination of the vintage laundry room with its nostalgic charm and the surreal, dreamlike quality of the orange light outside creates a space that feels otherworldly. A basement that immediately feels unsettling and disorienting, despite its clean and well-maintained appearance. The entire space is carpeted in a soft cream color, matching the cream-colored walls, creating a uniform aesthetic. However, the odd angles and peculiar features of the room disrupt any sense of normalcy. The most striking feature is a staircase that protrudes oddly out of the wall. Its placement seems unnatural and out of sync with the room's layout, as if it was an afterthought or a misplaced piece in a puzzle. To the left, there is a doorway, or possibly a closet. The interior is engulfed in darkness, making it impossible to see what lies within. On the right side of the room, there is an entrance to what appears to be an incredibly white, impeccably clean and sterile room. This area feels unnervingly pristine, and it has bright beams of light entering. The strange angles of the walls add to the main room's unsettling nature. They don't follow the usual geometric patterns you would expect in a basement, instead creating odd, uncomfortable shapes and spaces. These irregularities make the room feel like a distorted version of a familiar place, contributing to the eerie atmosphere. The overall effect is one of unsettling contrast. The cream walls and carpets suggest a warm, welcoming space, but the odd staircase, dark doorway, and overly bright, sterile room create a discordant, almost surreal environment.